Alright guys, on one of the last trail rides I've done, I ended up having a big scratch all the way. You can kind of see it in the light. And so I've got some scratch remover, and it's not necessarily deep, it's just completely across the truck. And that is not an actual scratch, that's just a reflection right there. See, it moves, but there's still a little bit of scratch all the way to there. And it looks like there's a big scratch going across the scratch, but it's just, I guess, like a reflection of the light, or I bet it's off the mirror, but it's actually not as bad right there. Like, I'm trying to get it where, see, it's just a reflection. It's not actually. Then it all goes completely down the truck. And so I got this stuff. It was just already at the house, so I'm like, might as well try it and see if we can make it at least a little bit better. And wow, I'm actually very impressed with this. I started out, this was from not this last trail ride, but one of the other ones at hunting camp. Those were all pretty deep scratches right there. I'm try to kind of show it in the light a little bit. Here, maybe if I turned it dimmer. Oh, that didn't help. Okay, you can kind of see where it was, but when it's just like this, you can't, like, there you go, now you can see it really well. And I still need to clean off where I've rubbed it in and stuff, but it looks so much better. Like that was like showing paint right there, and it's now completely black, and it looks so much better. And I've started working on this door. I've got to kind of clean it up a little bit, and I'll probably clean out under all the handles too, from them being scratched by fingernails and whatever else. But you can clearly see those. But all right, here you can see exactly where I've stopped from this door. Well, I won't focus on it, but see, I've not done this half of the door. Then it looks so much better when you get into this half. Like, there's that little line, and I guess I missed this corner of the door, but it goes from, like, this was all the same, and it made it just that much better. So I'll do kind of a follow-up video when I'm done doing this. And oh yeah, but this is QUIXX repair system with it's got like a stage 1. See if I can find that. Here it is. All right, this you put on for, well, all right, you start out with, if it's a deeper scratch, which these kind of are, you get sandpaper and wet it and kind of sand it down and make it where it's a little bit smoother of a surface. And then you do the first level. It has that one right there, so you know. And you rub it in with these cloths that it came with. Here's the one I've been using. It was just in my hand. And you rub it down for 1 to 2 minutes with this one. This one right here that I said was a deep scratch before. I sanded it for 15 seconds, which it says not to do any longer than that, because I'm guessing it's because it'll take off all of the coating on it. And so I did that for 15 seconds, and then I rubbed it down with the stage 1 for a minute, and I've still got to do the stage 2 on it. And this, I think, just kind of brings back the color to it, and it's got that 2 at the top, so you know. Oh, it says at the top 1 repair and 2 is finished. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. It just kind of helps with the finish of it. So I've still got to wipe this all down for about 1 to 2 minutes. I'll probably do it for the full 2 minutes. And you just do little circles like this and just keep going for 2 minutes. So I am so far very pleased with this. It looks so much better already. I've still got to do, I'm going to work on this back door for a little bit, and I've still got to completely do this front door. But I've got that just because I already had it around the house. And I've also got this. It's called Scratch Doctor. And I may try that too. Just because I have it, and why not? So if I need, I'm gonna stick with this as long as that little tube's got some stuff in it, and then I'll go to the Scratch Doctor if I have anything else left. And I mean, I may go ahead and, if I have time, and just go ahead and like get all the little scratches out of the side. Oh, the other spot. Okay, this front. One day when my dad was driving, he like scrubbed against a little something. I don't even know really what it was, and it left this big streak right here. And I cleaned it up a little bit. I haven't sanded it or anything like that. I just did the stage 1 to see if that would do good enough. And so I'll probably sand that down a little bit and do that, and show kind of a before and after of that too. So there's definitely a little there's definitely quite a few scratches around, but I'll see what all I can do. And so far I'm really happy with this stuff, and I'll be back on in a few minutes when I'm done doing all this, and kind of give you a recap of it. Alright, so here's a quick update of what we've done so far. Alright, I went through and worked with that a little bit more, and it looks even better. Like, when I'm just looking at it, like from here, I cannot see it at all. And then with the sides, you can still, and my truck's not clean to begin with, but you can still kind of see some scratches, but it's not near as defined. Like right here, like you can see it, but it's not near as deep as it was. And yeah, my truck's not clean right now, so it may be a little bit different. And I also did under here, and those look so much better. Let's see if try to see what light it turns out best in. But it looks so much better under both of these. This one looks really good. And then I'm about to do the driver's side ones, and there's these big marks right here, so I'm gonna see what they can do with those. And I've been out here almost 2 hours already. Probably actually over 2 hours already. So I didn't even do any like time lapses because I knew I'd be out here forever, and I didn't want to make y'all watch like a 30-minute video to get some scratches out of the side of a truck. So I will do one just of these 2 scratches, because it shouldn't take more than just a couple minutes. And I've still got some stuff in these and the little things, but it's kind of getting low, so I may use that, and I'll start using that as soon as the other stuff gets out. So I will use the little ones for this video, this little time lapse. So alright, here we go. Alright, here's that first little scratch. That's sanding it for 15 seconds, then doing that other stuff for a minute apiece. And then this is kind of what it looked like before, and then now. So yes, it's still a definite scratch, but it's much less noticeable. I don't know if it's This one, it seems it's more like it's just gotten rid of the white color from before, from whatever it was that scratched it. I honestly have no idea what it was back here. But you can see as I'm scratching this one here. See, now it's a little bit less defined. So this is what it would have been like before, and that's it after. So it made it, this one, it did not help as much. I'll go ahead and say that. This one does not look as good as the others have, but it's still better than it did look. Looked like that. Now it looks like that. So it's maybe a little bit thinner, but it is definitely still there. But I'm still pretty happy with how it's turned out so far. And then I'll just probably kind of get rid of some little scratches like there, maybe along here. This is all the back of the tailgate. And I'll just kind of keep working on this and see where it goes. There, that showed it really well. And you can still see all of the scratches if you know where they are and are looking for them. But I mean, honestly, it was like a big scratch, and you can still see where it was, but not near as well. And up here, it completely took care of that whole side. And then I noticed on the other side, it had the same thing, and it cleaned that up really well. And I got under all of the handles. I can't walk very well on the other side, but you can see it's it's like way better than it was. And I ended up not using the scratch doctor. There was enough in these little tubes to do everything I needed to do. And so I'm like, and these are, I mean, pretty small tubes, and they did everything I needed to do. You had to use both of them for every spot, and then I only went through 2 little pieces of sandpaper. I probably could have used more, but I mean, there really wasn't a purpose to it. So I've got 2 more of these, and then I just use the same cloth over and over, and then I would wipe it down with these microfiber cloths. So yeah, this stuff works really well. I've got we'll probably be using this on any other scratches we have. This maybe good, but I don't know, I never used it, so I'll just put it back where it was. And the rest of this stuff worked really well. So and this is the QUIXX repair, and this one's for finish, which you use second. This one's actually to repair it. And wow, I'm bad at this. There you go. So then make sure you wet the sandpaper. I just used this because it was outside already, so I just used that. And where you wet the sandpaper, rough up the, like, get all around the area where it was, then use this one, put this one on it, and then wipe it with a towel. Then what I did is I cleaned it off with a microfiber after that. Then I did the second one and wiped it with the white towel, and it definitely looks a whole lot better. That's not a scratch right here. This is just dirty. And my truck wasn't, I mean, the cleanest to begin with. So, it's kind of, a lot of these spots that probably look like scratches on the video actually are just places where it's really dirty. Like, I've been out and it rained not too long ago, and it's just been kind of one of those weeks where I haven't had time to do anything, and when I did have time to do stuff, I had something else I had to do. Like, I went to like the football games and stuff, and like I've still got these just like sitting right here. Just I'm probably gonna take the tire off and sell those, and I'm gonna y'all have seen the how to fix a curved rim video. Well, I've got one rim. I haven't re-curbed anything, but I'm going to go back and maybe kind of touch up that one. I don't know which one it is, but it's a little bit rough from one of the edges. And not this one, but I'll just have to kind of re-sand that down and repaint it. And so that way it'll at least look a little better. And then I'm debating whether to pull these even off the tire, because I mean, yeah, they're really, really low, but if somebody absolutely had to use them for just a little bit, I wouldn't charge them anything extra. Like, whatever I'm looking to get out of the rims, that's what I'll charge for. I would charge for rims and tires, and so that way nobody thinks I'm like trying to rip them off and give them junky tires. And all I'd be doing is just asking for whatever I want out of the rims. I just give them the tires basically for free, because I mean, they're not going to be able to be used that much longer. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with those, but this stuff works really well, and I'm so glad it cleaned that up, because I did not like the look of a giant scratch going the entire, like, it went from this corner right here, like here's the bed, it went from right here all the way down to right under the mirror, and it just looked pretty bad. So I'm really glad this cleaned up, and without the light, like, honestly, I can't even see the scratches. So these worked really well, and I'm glad I just had this. Like, this was just laying around in the garage, and so I worked on this for probably 2.5, 3 hours, and it was completely worth it. So I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but just if you need anything with any kind of like light paint scratches and stuff, this is great, and I would recommend it. So there you go. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe.